guys! So today I'm going to teach you how to solve an exponential equation. So our equation today is 3 to the x squared plus x equals root 3. So first, we know we have to isolate the variable. So in order to do that, we have to make both sides have the same base. Then we can set the exponents equal to each other. So to make this square root of 3 an exponent, we use the power over index rule, which will make 3 to the half. So we know that here there's an imaginary little 2 there, and there's an imaginary little 1 there. So this is the power, and this is the index. So we're going to have 3 to the x squared plus x equals 3 to the half because it's power over index. So now that we have the base is the same, 3 and 3, we can set the exponents equal to each other. So now we have x squared plus x equals a half. Oh my gosh, what do we have? We have a quadratic equation. Not in standard form, of course, so we have to change it to standard form. So we're going to subtract half from both sides. So we're going to have x squared plus x minus a half equals 0. Now we have a quadratic equation in standard form. So just so for me, it's easier to see if I multiply by 2. So we're going to multiply this by whole thing by 2. So we're going to do 2 times x squared, which is 2x squared, 2 times x, which is 2x, 2 times a negative half, which is negative 1, 2 times 0 is 0. Okay, so we know we're going to try and factor it first, of course. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. The factors of negative 2 are negative 2 and 1, or negative 1 and 2, and none of those add up to 2. It's impossible. So we have to resort to the quadratic formula, which is x equals opposite of b, that is not a negative. Opposite of b, plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So this is a, this is b, and this is c. So we're going to have a, b, c. A is 2, B is 2, C is negative 1. Now we're going to just plug it into our equation. So we have x equals opposite of b, which is negative 2, because b is 2. If it was negative 2, then this would be 2, because this is not a negative sign, except right now it is, because it's the opposite of b, which is 2. So opposite of b, plus or minus, plus and minus, square root b squared, which is 2. So 2 squared is what? It's 4. So 4 minus 4a, which is 2. And then c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, which is 2 right there. So we have x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root 4. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 1 is just 8, because there's 2 negatives, which is a positive. So plus 8 all over 2 times 2, which is 4. Then you have x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root 12 all over 4. And then we can do, we know that 3 times 4 is 12. So we have square root 4 times 3 all over 4. Then we have x equals negative 2 plus or minus, take out the 4, which is a 2, because the square root of 4 is what? It's 2. So we have 2 out here, root 3 all over 4. Lastly, we see that negative 2, 2, and 4 all have a factor in common. They have 2 in common, so you can divide the whole thing by 2, which gives you negative 1 plus or minus root 3 all over 2, and that is your final answer.